My days! What is up, my friends? How are y'all doing today? I'm happy. I'm very happy. I know you know why. You know why. There's one reason. His name is Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh my God, what an end to that game. Oh, I was dreading this. I was so not excited to coming on here and talking and having to discuss why we lost again or drew or whatever the hell that happened that game, because that was horrible. I will get to the other games. What's up, guys? It's Sean with the Sean Daily Football Channel, but oh my God, that was such an amazing game. No, it wasn't. It was a horrible game. It was a great result, though, because that's what matters at the end of the day. The results are what matters, and it was amazing. And these are the moments why you watch football, is because you can watch a game for 90 minutes, and it's garbage, and it's horrible. I'm pointing at the TV again. And it doesn't matter that it was horrible. It doesn't matter, because we won, and we won in Fergie time, and Ronaldo scored, and whatever. Oh my God. Okay, but let's talk about the day as in total. I'm going to try to collect myself a little bit and show professionalism a little bit. Oh God. Oh, what a day. What a day. First things first, before I get into today's game, I believe I was a little unfair yesterday. I kind of just brushed off Liverpool's 5-1 away results kind of offhandedly. Didn't give enough respect. That was a phenomenal result. There's no argument. Porto are not the easiest team in the world. To beat them at the Dragon Stadium is not an easy feat, and Liverpool did a fantastic job. Porto are sitting second in the Liga NOS right now, and 5-1 away from home. Like, you can't say anything negative about that, and I apologize for not giving them enough credit. Liverpool are just currently one of the best teams in the world, and it's almost kind of, you take it for granted, but it's just they are that good that they just show up and go to Porto and put on a show and score goals. Could Porto have done better? Not really. Not really. Liverpool had 13 shots on target. If anything, it could have been worse. It's going to be just a quick rundown of that game. But let's go through the games today. I will get to the United game, but most of the results, nothing really to discuss. Zenit, very impressive win against Malmo. Very, very good for them. Atalanta did beat Young Boys. Bit of a nothing game, really. Wolfsburg, Sevilla, 1-1. Not much. Salzburg were able to beat Lille 2-1. That was a fantastic result for them, even though both goals were penalties. And then there are a few games that we actually do need to talk about. And we're going to start with Bayern just being the best team in the world. No questions about it. They just are the best team in the world. It's just disgusting how much of a machine that team is that just grinds team out of the place. They're just so consistent, and Nagelsmann is phenomenal. I love him as a manager. I just want to take a quick look at Bayern's last 5 results. This is they're literally playing FIFA on easy. This is literally what's happening right now. Their last 3 games, they scored 15 goals. They were down a man for 45 minutes. 45 minutes against Fourth on last weekend. You don't want to go farther back, because if you go farther back, the 3 games prior to that, it was 12. And the game before that, it was another 12. Bayern are just absolutely ridiculous this season. It's truly scary for the rest of Europe. Who is going to even be able to deal with this team? That offense is just going to absolutely destroy you. Oh, you thought Leroy Sané wasn't going to be amazing? Surprise! He's fucking amazing. Sorry for my language. But Leroy Sané has been an amazing player for years. I've had absolute faith in him that he was going to bounce back. And not bad so far. What a goal. He didn't mean it, obviously, but what a goal. Lewandowski scoring makes me happy every time. Doesn't matter how he does it. And Gnabry, what a player he has turned into. When he was through there, I was like, he's going to smash this ball under the side net. And he literally smashes it. He's such a great player. Love Bayern. It's not a wild shout to say Bayern are going to win the treble this year. It's not a wild shout. I have full faith. I don't think any team in Europe is as good as them outside of Liverpool. Liverpool is the only team that I think it will be an interesting matchup. Everybody else, I just think Bayern slaps aside. Chelsea might also be in there. It'd be very interesting to see how those teams stylistically match up. Chelsea's more defensive approach and clogging up the defense. Bayern's high press, high attack. It'd be fantastic to watch. Moving on to Chelsea, actually. Back-to-back losses under Thomas Tuchel. This is the first time that this has happened. Another 1-0 loss. Did they deserve the loss? It was pretty much Juventus' only shot on target. It went in. Love Chiesa. They slept for the first 20 seconds of the second half. The worst possible time to have conceded a goal, by the way. The game was at Juventus, but Chelsea dominated the game. 74% possessions to 26. 16 shots to 6. But again, Chelsea didn't have any shots on target. They limited Chelsea very heavily. Lukaku had an opportunity to score. There was a header that Havertz could have done better with, I guess. It's kind of the price you pay when you go a little bit more pragmatic like Tuchel does. But Juventus, this is Allegri's great at doing this. He's amazing at getting these type of results. And Chiesa is one of the best players in Europe, honestly. We've talked about him before. I absolutely adore him. I think he's going to be phenomenal for years to come. I'm very, very happy for him and Juve for kind of figuring out a little bit of rhythm. This has been a good week for Juventus. I believe they won against Sampdoria, and then how did they do in the midweek? 1 second, I'm just going to double check. They beat Spezia. Like, across the last few games, Juve have actually had a pretty good shift in results. Their last 5 games, 4 wins and a draw. Pretty good bounce back, honestly. They still need to figure out that defense, scoring 4 goals in the last 2 games. You need to work on that. You can't just keep expecting your forward players to bail you out like they have been. The emphasis on Dybala specifically this season has been a lot. He was missing today. Considering that, Juve, without Dybala, without Morata, they did very, very well. Moving on to we're going to talk about the United game real quick, and then we'll talk about the shock of the day. We didn't deserve this, to be completely honest. Villarreal had so many chances in that first half. David De Gea, man of the match, just saved us time and time again. We didn't deserve to win. They didn't take their chances. We were playing with pretty much a makeshift back line. 3 of our 4 mainstays were out, and you could tell they were out. For all those who were shouting for Diego Dallo to get a chance, you saw what Aaron Wan-Bissaka does. That doesn't happen when Aaron Wan-Bissaka plays. Teams aren't able the luxury of just bombing down the right flank of United. It doesn't happen. So, all in all, it happens. We didn't deserve to win. We had pretty much 2 major chances. We won. I don't care because we won. I'm happy. You get to be sad because I'm happy. Ha ha ha. Moving on to the truly shock result of the day. It's just 1 step forward, 2 steps back for Barcelona. I'm never gonna say sack the manager, to be completely honest. I used to believe in that mentality, and I was one of those people who said just sack the manager, get rid of it. It's time for them to move on. I don't believe in that really. The players will tell you. When the players stop playing for the manager, it's time for them to go. And that's the only time you can actually sack a manager, in my opinion. Or when one is truly underperforming to the level that, say, like Lampard was with Chelsea last year. Those would be my arguments. This Barcelona team, in my opinion, isn't the strongest Barcelona team, but it's definitely good enough to be able to go to Benfica and get a result. I was very disappointed in Barcelona. 3-0. It wasn't like really being generous to Benfica. They pretty much deserved it. Not pretty much, they just deserved it. I'm going to read off some of the stats. 12 shots to 8. 1 shot on target for Barcelona. Barcelona, 1 shot on target. This was their first shot on target across 2 games in the Champions League. This is the first time in Barcelona history that they've lost the first 2 games of the Champions League. I don't know really if there's a comeback from here. I don't know where they can go. Can they make a comeback? Absolutely. You'll still most likely lose to Bayern, but can you beat Dynamo and Benfica on the way back? I bet you can, but the way Benfica played today, there's nothing saying they don't want a shot at it. They most likely back themselves and be like, hey, we can go up. We can take this. Benfica they have the chance. They can do it. So, massive shout out to Darwin Nunez. Absolutely phenomenal all game. The Uruguayan played phenomenal. Took his first goal fantastically. And they could have had more. Could have been worse. And that pretty much brings us to the end of another weekend of Champions League review. What an amazing 2 weekends of Champions League football we've had. So many amazing headlines, from City's loss yesterday, the Atletico game. Ajax has been phenomenal. Obviously, Sheriff with that ridiculous game. I possibly didn't talk about that enough. Like, Madrid deserved to win. Madrid are playing fantastic football this year. I have actually a lot of faith in them this season. It's going to be a very, very interesting end. Juve, 6 points. Very, very good. Very, very good. A lot of topics to discuss moving forward. Is it time for Ronald Koeman? I hate to be the one to say sack the manager. I like to give them as much benefit of the doubt as possible. It just becomes to a point where you want something more from the team. And I just don't think Barcelona are that patient of a team. However, the 2 names that are currently mentioned is Xavi and Roberto Martinez. Why would you ever sign who? Roberto Martinez is not a good coach. I don't understand why people think he is. It's hilarious that people think he is. I'm very against Roberto Martinez. He's very average. He can do a good attack, but he can't defend. He can't coach a defense to save his life. Xavi seems like a question mark. Why wouldn't you just go get Erik ten Hag? That just seems like the obvious shout. Why wouldn't you go get Erik ten Hag? He plays the exact style you want him to play, and he's going to nurture all this youth and all these amazing players that you do have at the squad. I think that's the obvious shout. Pay whatever you can do to get Erik ten Hag over and just give him the reins and let him coach the team for the next 10 years, and that's going to be your way back. That's my advice. How to fix Barcelona, wrapped into the Champions League review. More than anything else, guys, this is Sean Adeli. What a day. What a day. This is the Sean Adeli Football Channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. Talk to you guys tomorrow.